You know, I swear every new game now wants a bigger commitment than most relationships. You see one trailer, think, okay, that actually looks pretty good, then check the runtime and it's like main story is 30 hours, side content is 70 hours, and God forbid you're a completionist because then it's like 140 hours. Like, bro, I was just trying to play a game, not plan my next 3 weekends. Alright, grab some coffee and get comfortable because I need to rant about gaming again. My issue with a lot of modern games is not that they're long, it's that so many of them don't respect your time. To be clear, I'm not saying long games are bad. Some of my favorite games are insanely long. Like Persona is one of my favorite series ever, and those games are basically full-time relationship with jazz music. But I'm fine with that because Persona actually uses its time, the characters matter, the story keeps moving, and when it's long, it feels like the game is building towards something that is very different from a game being 60 hours long because the map is massive and every empty space has a collectible, a bandit camp, or some guy waiting in the forest you to find his missing bucket or whatever. And that's the part I'm tired of. I swear somewhere along the way playtime became a selling point by itself. Like if game is 80 hours long, that automatically means you're getting more value. And I get it, games are expensive. If you pay $70 or so for a game, you probably don't want the game to end in one afternoon. But more hours doesn't automatically mean a better game. Like a 12-hour game can be amazing. A 40-hour game can feel like homework with nice graphics. It's not about how long the game is, it's about what the game is doing with that time. And this is where Ubisoft quietly walks into the room. And I don't want to make a whole video about Ubisoft bad because that has been done so many times, it's basically its own genre now. But also, come on, Assassin's Creed Valhalla is kind of the perfect example. That game is aggressively huge. You open the map and it looks like somebody spilled a bag of icons over medieval England. At first that can be exciting. Big world, lots to do, cool setting, Viking stuff, I get it. But after a while I don't feel like exploring anymore. I feel like I'm cleaning the map. The adventure slowly turns into this routine where you go to the marker, clear the thing, pick up the reward and move to the next marker because there's another shiny dot slightly to the left. And most of that stuff doesn't even stick. I can remember a good story moment from a game I played 5 years ago, but half the camps, chest and side activities in these huge open world games just blend together. At some point it all becomes I went to the marker, killed the guys, pick up the thing and I left. That's not meaningful content, that's just stuff. And modern games have a lot of stuff. Crafting materials, gear scores, upgrade trees, reputation systems, collectibles, currencies, optional objectives, and probably a skill tree for the horse because apparently the horse needs personal growth or something. Sometimes I start a game and feel like I'm being onboarded into a company, like welcome to our world. Before you can have fun, here are 12 systems, 4 menus, 3 currencies and tutorial mechanic you will actually use twice. And I'm sitting there like, man, I just wanted to play the game, why am I in training? Again, systems aren't bad, open worlds aren't bad, long games aren't bad, but not every game needs all of this. Sometimes you can really have a good game with 15-hour idea, and instead of making the 15-hour game, it gets inflated into 30-hour game because somebody decided it needed a bigger map, more side content, and enough collectibles to make pause menu look like it's employed. That's really where the games are too long feeling comes for me. It's not that I hate long games, I hate it when I can feel the padding. When a long game is good, you don't really think about the length, you're just playing. That's how it works with games like Persona, Baldur's Gate 3 or Cyberpunk. When the content actually works, you get pulled in, you care about what's happening, and suddenly it's like 3 AM and you made several bad decisions, both in game and in real life. But when a game is padded, you feel it pretty quickly, and the missions start having the same shape, and the map feels big just because it can be big. And the side content starts feeling like it only exists so the game can say it has more content. And once that happens, the game stops feeling like an adventure and starts feeling like a checklist. That's what respecting the player's time actually means to me. It doesn't mean every game needs to be short. It means the game understands that the time I'm giving it should actually be worth something. That's why I miss shorter games sometimes. Not because short automatically means better. A boring 8-hour game is still boring. It just wastes less of your week. I would actually rather finish a tight 12-hour game and think, man, that was great, than spend 45 hours in a game and realize I actually only enjoyed maybe half of it. But I think some publishers are scared people will see shorter run times and think the game isn't worth the money, so everything gets bigger. Bigger maps, more quests, more systems, more markers, more things to do. But things to do is not the same thing as things worth doing. I actually do love big games when they have reason to be big. I just want games to stop treating my free time like an empty hard drive they need to fill. If you have 100 hours of great stuff, then yeah, absolutely, give me the 100 hours, I love it. But if you actually only have 15 hours of great stuff, then give me the 15. Just don't give me 15 hours of good ideas stretched across 40 hours and then act like I should be grateful because the number is bigger. Because respecting my time doesn't mean making every game short, it means making the time actually feel worth it. And if half of that time feels like errands in a fake country, then yeah, I'm probably going to notice. If you actually enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, and I love you. Mwah. Bye!